season, Pursuit Within Reach. This episode of the season, Pursuit Within Reach, is proudly presented and brought to you by Qualifly Reels, Twig and Timber Outdoors, Alt Fly Fishing Magazine, Bozeman Flyworks, and TroutFishingFlies.com. What's going on, guys? In this episode of the season, Pursuit Within Reach, I'm taking my buddy Derek for the first time ever out on wild trout streams, and we're going to take a look to see if we can get him not only his first legitimate wild rainbow, but also, fingers crossed, his first wild brown. In fact, I don't even know if Derek's even caught a brown before, but that's beside the point because we're in gorgeous western New York gorge country, and as you can see, it does not leave much to be amazed yet. So let's get on the stream. Let's take a look at what we can get him into. And then also I can break down some of the rigging and stuff as we go along.
So I talked to Colton a little bit before we came down here. I knew that there were a good amount of wild trout in here. I was assuming they'd be pretty small fish. I know he's regularly caught, you know, fish in the 6 to 8 inch type size. And I mean, if this is a small taste of what fishing for wild trout can be like, I mean, trying to track down this type of wilderness and these type of fish is something I'm going to look to pursue for a long time.
Now I have a confession to make. I actually did get to scout this spot once before. 2 weeks ago, my brother and I actually came out here to do a little prospecting. Now, I knew there were fish here, it's just a matter of analyzing the weather that we were going to have. But like most times, however, the weather was completely different. It was warm, it was sunny, the fishery fished well, the species we were seeing were plentiful, and we were even getting a few bugs. I mean, we were getting hatches because it was so warm. Let's just say that the weather this time, with Derek, wasn't going to be quite the same. So here's a little bit about the fishery. It is a beautiful western New York gorge. You have to hike down. It's fairly steep, but once you get down there, you have solitude. You have beautiful waters, you have lots of animal and fish life, you have avian and subaquatic life. It's an ideal opportunistic fishery for wild fish. There are wild steelhead smolt, there are wild browns, occasional brookies, but above all, it is absolutely gorgeous and one of my favorite pristine places to find wild fish. You can't beat sometimes getting away from those who find fish a little closer to home. Derek's brand new to fly fishing, let alone Euro nymphing, so this was a big deal for him catching his first wild fish on this type of system. It was his first rainbow, and beautiful one. After his first rainbow, we decided to focus primarily on spots we could probably find browns. So with a little coaching, we were going to get after it.
Yeah, there you go.
For being such a tall guy, he actually did get down pretty well and hit himself well from the fish, so kudos.
Can't hook himself.
We were flushing out every good spot we could find, but remember, all it takes is one good cast and one good drift.
Oh, the brown was unbelievable. I mean, I can honestly say I've never seen any red on any fish, and to know that that's a wild, reoccurring brown, and those are red spots, I mean, handling the fish, they were popping off of them. It was just unbelievable coloration. Just incredible, really.
So I was absolutely thrilled that not only did he catch a brown, but he caught a big brown for a stream like this. You know, it's not, you're not going to catch 25-inch fish here. What you are going to catch are beautiful fish with red spots, black spots, gorgeous adipose. In our stream here, we've fished with red adipose spots and speckling, and you really can't beat that, especially when you have to hike in. You're the only ones, I guarantee it, on the stream today. It's like 30 degrees, and doing a style of fishing that I love to do, showing it to somebody who's never done it before, I have to say today was an extremely strong success, and I just can't wait to see what, you know, the future of fly fishing looks for Derek.
I mean, I didn't really know what I was expecting, but for a wild trout, I mean, both fish that I've gotten into they put a good bend on the rod, and getting them into the net wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest.
This episode of the season, Pursuit Within Reach, is proudly presented and brought to you by Qualifly Reels, Twig and Timber Outdoors, Alt Fly Fishing Magazine, Bozeman Flyworks, and TroutFishingFlies.com.